from the 30-yard line. To his fullback on a give to Bill Bars, and it is a first down for Notre Dame as Bars got out to the 33-yard line. Scott Henderson stopped him, but not until he had picked up 3, giving him a first down by 1. Theismann has carried the ball 9 times for 22 yards so far this afternoon. 4:55 remaining in the third quarter, with Notre Dame leading 10-7. Notre Dame with a first down. Wide to the right goes Denny Allen. Gatewood is split left for the Irish. They run out of the eye. Theismann gives to Huff. Huff is hit right at the line of scrimmage and had to fight to get the 1 yard, which he did. Zapalak made a big hit along with Tom Campbell on defense for Texas. Well, you want to stay with CBS Radio this Saturday. The NFL Playoff Bowl, the Rams and the Cowboys, runners-up in the Eastern and Western Conferences of the NFL. That's this Saturday, January 3rd, on most of the same CBS radio stations. Gatewood to the left again, second down and 9. Allen is a flanker to the right, and Theismann might have to throw. He drops straight back, and a draw play doesn't go. Andy Huff took the ball on a draw, and Scott Palmer, the tackle, was right on top of him, and a loss of 6 yards on the play. Making it third down and 15 for Notre Dame, back at the 29-yard line. One of the few draw plays or screen passes that we've seen this afternoon. And that one failed to go for the Irish, and now he's 15 yards from his own 29. They use a slot formation to the left. Theismann on a double fake, gives on an end around to Andy Huff. He's trying to get outside. He crosses the 40, but that's all before he's bumped out of bounds, and that's not enough for a first down, as Tom Campbell again made the defensive play for Texas. Larry DiNardo was leading the play, and he made one good block, but the ball carrier, Andy Huff, who came around from a flanker spot, needed another block and didn't get it. So Cotton Spire goes back to receive a punt from Jim DiArietta of Notre Dame. Texas will get the ball back again. DiArietta stands on his 30. Spire is inside his 25 for Texas. There's the kick, high and short. Well covered by Notre Dame, and it bounces inside the Texas 30 to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 23-yard line, where the Longhorns will take over after a 34-yard punt. But most of the action has taken place in the middle of the field here in this third quarter. A timeout is called on the field with the score, Notre Dame 10 and Texas 7. We're seeing two interesting football philosophies this afternoon. First and 10 Texas from their own 23. Street at quarterback. Wishbone T, and a give to Worcester, the fullback, and he gains only a couple. He might have crossed the 25-yard line. Fred Swinson, the defensive end, and Bob Olson, the linebacker, made the defensive play for Notre Dame. Well, Texas has great striking power both on the ground with the fine running backs that they have. Worcester, Dale, Bertelson, to strike, but nothing so far. Bertelson goes wide to the left, along with Spire on the second down play, rolling left to Street, looking for some blocks, fakes the pass, runs the ball, crosses the 30, and gets out to the 32-yard line before he's stopped by Ratterman. Out to the 32-yard line, and that'll bring about a third down play. Billy Dale led the blocking on that rollout by Street. The ball is at the 32, and it's a big 3rd and 1 for Texas. They need a yard if they want to keep the football. Street has carried the ball 6 times for 25 yards this afternoon. 2:10 remaining in the third quarter, and the clock running. Spire comes wide to the right, but Texas needs a yard. They stay on the ground, and a give to the second man, Dale, and he gets the first down as he crosses the 35 and gets a couple of more. Gasser finally stopped him. Once, and Peschel led the blocking, and it appeared that the Irish were keying on Worcester. The fake was to Worcester, the first man, but then Billy Dale carried the ball for a first down. He actually picked up 5 out to the 37-yard line. Texas trailing by 3. Spire to the right. A give to Worcester. Worcester bounces to the 40, breaks a couple of tackles, gets out to the 45 before he stops, showing great running power. Steve Worcester, 6'2", 210, from Bridge City, Texas. And it took Gasser and Kelly finally to come up from the secondary to make the tackle on the Texas fullback at the 45, and he picked up 8 yards when it looked like he was only going to get 2 or 3. It's at the Texas 40 down. Dale comes wide to the right with Spire, and they give to the first man, Worcester, trying for the first down, and he gets the first down for Texas out to about the 49-yard line. Sapolsky tackled him. A first down for Texas, and they're making their ground game go. because Notre Dame all the while has to be very wary of the outstanding passing game possessed by the Longhorns. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Notre Dame leading 10-7 here in the Cotton Bowl. Spire to the right, along with Billy Dale. A fake to the first man, a pitch to the trailing back. Here comes Bertelson at midfield, and he gets only about 4 yards before Kelly came up to run him out of bounds. Tim Kelly at the linebacker spot for Notre Dame made the defensive play, and they spot the ball on the Notre Dame 47. A gain of 5 yards by Bertelson on that sweep. Second down and 5 coming up. The Longhorns line up in that wishbone T. Street gives to the first man, Worcester, and he's stopped cold by McCoy. Boy, there's some power meeting that time with the big fullback, Steve Worcester, 210, running into Mike McCoy, who weighs 274. And there was a gain of only 1, making it 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 for Texas at the Notre Dame 40. Heschel is switched to the right. Street fakes a handoff, gives off to Worcester. He gets the first down inside the 40 before he's stopped by Olson. Well, there was a real gamble that time. Wundt and Mitchell opened the gate for him, and it's a Texas first down at the Notre Dame 37. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Notre Dame 10, Texas 7. Good sideline. Well, there was no scoring in that third period. We start the fourth. First down Texas at the Notre Dame 37. Fire to the left. Street at quarterback. Gives to Bertelson, the second man. He is hit right at the line of scrimmage by the defensive end, Fred Swinson, and there's no gain on the play. In that third period, Texas kept the ball for almost 9 minutes, and Notre Dame for the remaining 6. And most of the action took place between the 30-yard lines in a hard-hitting football game here in the Cotton Bowl. Last running play was stopped cold, and now Street gives the ball to Worcester, and Worcester breaks to the 30-yard line before he's stopped by Schumacher. Boy, they're opening gaping holes on the left side of that Texas line by Bobby Wundt and Bobby Mitchell on the left side of the offensive line for Texas. 30-yard line. 3rd down and 3 for Texas. Street gives the ball to his fullback, and Worcester comes very close to the first down before Ratterman stopped him. That was a 3rd down play. Kadish also gets up out of the bottom of the pile. Worcester has now carried 16 times for 139 yards. A very impressive performance here in the Cotton Bowl for the junior running back of the Texas Longhorns. Notre Dame sees that Texas has a first down. Worcester and Coy. Heschel and Spire, the wide receivers. A first down call by James Street coming up at the Irish 27. And a quarterback sneak straight ahead inside the 25 to the 23. Kadish and McCoy stopped him. And a pickup of 4 by Street, making it 2nd and 6 at the Notre Dame 23. CBS Radio will also bring you all the excitement of the National Football League Championship game. Minnesota and Cleveland next Sunday on most of these same CBS radio stations. Street doing everything to try to keep the Irish off balance on defense. 2nd and 6 now from the Notre Dame 23. Street gives to Bertelson. Bertelson cracks over the left side. Gets inside the 20. He's very close to a first down before Stefaniak and Eaton stopped him. And it's close enough to measure, and that was only a 2nd down carry. And Texas is now really ripping the front line of Notre Dame. Bob McKay was the pulling lineman for Texas on that. Gets another first down. The ball at the 17-yard line of Notre Dame left. That wishbone C, and Street checks the Irish defense. Now settles down under the center, calls the signals, takes the ball, fumble, and Texas gets it back right at the line of scrimmage. Street mishandled the snap from center, but Street recovered his own fumble as he dives back in there, and it will be Ian Street misconnected that last time. It's 2nd and 10 from the 17. Street keeps the ball, pitches to the trailing back. Coy, he's inside the 15, inside the 10. He's to the 7-yard line, and he might have another first down. Kelly finally stopped him. Bertelson, who had been a wingback on the play, came back and left the blocking for Coy. And Ted Coy, the sophomore running back, carried to the 7-yard line, close enough to measure for a first down. That was 2nd and 10. They bring in the sideline markers all the way across the field. If it is a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Otherwise, it'll be 3rd and short yardage. It is, as they measure, first down Texas. At the Notre Dame 7, and Texas has come a long fullback with Coy and Bertelson. And Worcester, a fake to him, and a keeper by the quarterback, and he gets inside the 5 and picks up 3. A fake to Worcester, a keeper by Street, and a tackle by Olson, and the ball is marked at the Notre Dame 4-yard line, making it 2nd and goal as Street picks up 3. Up front, Randy Stout checks again. What has Street called? He gives to his second man, and that's Coy, and he gets only a yard. Boy, that hitting into the line is lightning quick by Texas. Street fake to the first man, Worcester, gave to the second man, Coy. The tackle by Swenson, he gained only a yard to the 3-yard line. It's 3rd and goal, and if they don't make it now, Texas will be faced with a big decision because they trail by 3. 10:20 remaining in the game. The ball 2.5 yards away from the Notre Dame goal line. A 3rd down play. Street at quarterback, call signal. He fakes, he pitches. It's a touchdown for Texas. Notre Dame wins for the fake to Bertelson. And Ted Coy walks into the end zone around the left side untouched, and Notre Dame trails for the first time today. What a drive. Texas started on their own 24. They went 76 yards in 18 plays. It took them 8 minutes. And they finally lead Notre Dame. The score is 13-10. Coy scored from 2.5 yards. Fuller attempting the extra point with Wigginson holding the ball at the 10. Trying to make it 14-10. A high snap. The kick is good. Timeout is called on the field with the score now. Texas 14, Notre Dame 10. 10:05 remaining in the game. The kickoff by Happy Fuller. And it heads to the 4-yard line where it is taken by Allen. He grabs it at the 2, he's to the 10, he's to the 15, he's to the 20-yard line, and stops cold right there. Notre Dame, trailing by 4, needs a touchdown. Or, of course, 2 field goals. 9:59 remaining in the game, and they start from their own 20 after Danny Lester made the tackle on Denny Allen, who returned from the 2 to the 20. Yoder is in the backfield for Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish. We'll have to open up with the game between the champions of the National American Football League. January 11th. First down play. Notre Dame from their own 20. Theismann on a draw play. He gave it to his fullback Bars. He's across the 25 and across the 30 to the 32. Bill Bars carrying on the draw and making it go for the first time this afternoon. Picked up 12 yards and, of course, the Notre Dame first down. Rick Neighbors, the safety man, tackled him for Texas. Theismann in passing is 13 out of 22 this afternoon. He's at 1.